Reclos les productions.
70% fatherless rate in the black community. I'm going to throw that on the table.
It is definitely it's valid discussion material, but it seems to me that instead of people rallying together to say, what can we do about it, they're harping it up like, look at these dumb people who need us to help them. Instead of saying,
you know who needs. Does the conversation go towards the Institute of Marriage and how people aren't taking that seriously?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you were gonna go to that.
Yeah, you knew you read my mind. That's seriously.
That's it right there.
How about the father doesn't, just go do whatever he wants? I'm gonna go. Leave my family.
That goes right back to the value of life. Am I important? If I'm important,
or it's okay to have multiple children by other women, and
or the women.
They're not even considering the women
I
and
want
how
the
they
women
feel,
to
what's
say,
going on
"Get
with them.
lost, Joker."
Yeah, it's hard. It's back to all those other things you see, propaganda on TV about how women should portray themselves. I mean, it's just
garbage in, garbage out.
I think there is a correlation between education and also how they, single parenthood.
Yeah.
I know that through education, people are a little more patient, more tolerant. Maybe they go even farther to keep the marriage alive. They value the fatherhood entity a little more.
You think it's education? You think it's?
I really think it's education because predominant, and that goes for the Hispanic community, even the white community. Poor neighborhood homes, they only have single parent.
Right.
Mostly females. You see the predominant athletes, they always talk about, when I my first year at the NFL, I bought my mama a house because I owe her everything.
Because my dad, he wasn't around.
So I think that it's a correlation. Now, when you talk about both parents being graduated from maybe college or even more, that there is an intensity where more of a commitment to make that maybe marriage work or at least a parenthood. You could be divorced, but you can still be a parent on the equation.
I don't know. All my friends, literally all my friends, have some degree. Bachelor's, master's, PhD, and now that they're getting into their 30s, I mean a significant portion. It's like, hey, did you hear so-and-so's getting divorced? Did you hear so-and-so's getting divorced? Did you hear? And it's almost like they're dropping like flies.
They don't value the institution.
I would say it's more of I would say that you could more make a case for faith. Or
I agree.
like having a basis for respect of I would say there's a pervasive narcissism in our culture today, where everyone is convinced or has been convinced by popular culture that how you feel and what you need is the most important. Is the most important
which
thing.
you're God.
And I would say you are essentially making yourself. You are the highest. You're the highest. You are God. And I would say that. I was not taught that way. No. And I was not taught, I was taught that your well-being is what should be most important to me. Right. I was taught that your well-being is what should be your well-being. And, I think we've kind of gotten away from that. Other people even have value.
Right. It's a layer of things we're missing.
Value of life, man.
It's a layer of things we're missing. Education, we're missing the home, the value of family within the home.
Faith.
Exactly, faith, and nobody's accountable anymore. Men feel like they have options, and then they become selfish. And I'm not saying all men. I'm just saying that when we're talking about fathers, they feel like they have the option to go, I want a family, but I really don't know what that's all about, and I can't handle it. I'm dropping it. Let's go somewhere else.
I think you're right in what you're saying, and also when the decision making happens about you doing anything in your life that it take you away from your family. If primarily you are the number one person that you're thinking of, you're gonna probably walk away. When you learn that the decision making has 4 people in front of you, I have 4 children and a wife, what impact the children of a wife has more to decision weight than my own.
So the totem pole of priorities.
You're on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Right,
of that.
they need to be taken care of.
But with the commitment that you are the last on the fishing pool, and then everybody else should be.
Boy, those words are not heard anywhere.
Right.
But they echo of like wisdom to me.
Right.
I was thinking about this. Tim and I have been great friends for a long time. We've had the fortunate privilege to have a lot of good men in our lives by way of just friendships, immediate friendships. And if I step out of line like in a big way, for example, if I were to leave my wife, if I were to impregnate a woman and just run off, my friends would step up.
They would hold you
and they would hold me
accountable.
accountable. But I have friends, when I was in the Air Force, I had a lot of friends who, if they were to say something like that in a company of men, they'd get high fives. They'd get, this type of thing has been turned on its head. And I'm serious about this. And back in the day, I can imagine my grandfather coming to his friends and saying, I'm going to leave this woman.
Well, they act like something's wrong with women. They act like.
Dude, don't even get me started. Don't get me started.
It's like we're beautiful, we're great to have, but then what we beat you over the head, like suddenly we're making you actually do things.
Well, you do, but
but you should want to. Well, yeah, okay. But you should want to. You should want to take care of your family, provide for them, and that woman should also want to do the same thing. I'm not saying it's all on the man. It should be not necessarily 50-50, but it should balance itself out.
And your goals and prerogatives have to change as you grow with a family. I mean, the chances of me getting a Ferrari on my driveway are basically gone because now I have to provide education for 4 kids. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to buy some college credit.
Yeah, that's exactly. That Ferrari.
And give me a sense of responsibility. And I'm thinking like, okay, I can be the man who delivered that education.
Now, Luis, I know you, and I know you do this, but my curiosity is, what is the infrastructure to build something like that in a man? Like, what I would say is today you have all kinds of men that do not have that priority.
Right.
Now, you do have that priority, and I see you do that in your life, but what's making that happen? What's the engine behind that? Because, whatever that is, we got to get back to that.
Right.
Yeah, we are.
It's true. We are. You can't deny that.
Yeah,
you look at every aspect of life. Men have just lost, and I think society is failing to hold men accountable as a whole. I mean, you now have made it cool for a dude to be like, I'm hitting it this weekend. Mm-hmm. What do you mean you're hitting it this weekend? You're married. Yeah, but I'm hitting it this weekend.
Okay, that's cool, man.
And it's like, I see that. I mean, you can see that right now. I mean, that's happened, I'm sure, right now.
Literally at 7 o'clock on prime time. That's happening.
Right. That's happening.